Tiger peering proudly here in Baton Rouge. Fans on their feet. It is an early start, 5 local, and here we go. Senior night in Baton Rouge. Here is Michaela Williams. Dishing it in, and out of bounds. Starting lineups brought to you by Toyota for LSU. You take a look at their starting 5. Jada Richard, Flau'jae Johnson, Michaela Williams, Zakiya Johnson, and Amaya Joyner. As the finish inside from Zakiya Johnson.
Zakiya Johnson with just a tremendous quick roll on that to get the bucket at the basket.
You see the starting lineup for Tennessee. They will sub often, interchangeably. That is Kim Caldwell's system as Robertson can hit the 3. Good save, but right to Richard. 2-on-1. Flau'jae stops in the mid-range and hits. An unorthodox way to run a fast break. Nia Robertson is going to hobble out as she is limping back. Kim Mulkey trying to become the first SEC coach with 25-plus wins in each of her first 5 seasons with the team.
Animal feathers and sequins. We usually see one of the 3 on her. I think this might be the first time I've seen all 3.
Right. And when you think Tiger, you don't think feathers. But tonight, you do. Cooper can't hit the 3. The follow is good. According to Kim Caldwell, she did not meet team expectations.
And did not elaborate.
Yes. Mia Paldo into the game. Good pocket pass. Williams, extra feet, Joyner, and Zakiya Johnson bounces into the corner. Latham out to Barker. Barker cutting through, couldn't finish it. Latham, the follow is good. So both Tennessee buckets on putbacks thus far. You get the double by. You're only going to play 3. Here's Williams. Waiting, taking, and hitting that smooth. And a foul there on Richard as Paldo spills to the hardwood, and 5 subs coming in for Tennessee. Here's Cooper, who's been scoring it really well of late. Cooper able to slide that in off the window.
Or make or miss.
LSU just gets that across. Richard, oh no. Rebound scooped up by Maya Paldo, twin sister of Mia. The parents had play-by-play broadcasters in mind when they chose those names. Here's Spearman getting denied. Flau'jae Johnson on the rejection.
Between the 2 after. Spearman 6'4", long, gets in there. Flau'jae able to come from behind and block her, and then goes to help her up.
Who's going to guard Tessa Johnson question, which has sparked merchandise and memes all across the country, maybe even internationally at this point. For Wiley lays it in. Oh, nice crossover. Cooper off one leg, gets blocked. For Wiley there. For Wiley ahead of the field. Can't lay it in. Hurst comes down with a rebound. Has it taken away. Koval can't finish. And a tie-up. Possession arrow belongs to Tennessee.
In my own sports agency and help young kids like myself, either in music or either in sports. So, that's my big goal.
That is baby Flau'jae, her freshman season early in the year, and half of those things she has listed, she has made happen. I am so impressed with this young woman. Her goals are big, but her accomplishments are even bigger, and she continues to amaze. Over 2 million streams of her music, a national championship.
Wiley had to just save it and turns it over again. Quickly down the floor, Paldo catch, fire, and hit from 3.
Just sloppy basketball for LSU.
Williams at 3, way off. And the rebound taken in by Civil. Out there with Cooper, Mia Paldo, as well as E. Spearman and Nia Robertson, who was back in after She seemed to tweak something in her leg earlier in the game.
Cooper just had Koval on her, and she could have taken advantage by taking her to the rim.
How about Paldo, another three? Now, Kim Caldwell has told us that Mia Paldo has been her most consistent player this year. Always practices hard. The save off the steal. And then Paldo couldn't handle it, gets it back. Trying to cash in after a terrific effort from Civil on the steal, and they do! Spearman knocks in the three.
In the first quarter against LSU, looks very much like the one we saw against Oklahoma, playing hard. And of course, that was the question that Kim Caldwell had for her team after their loss to South Carolina.
Koval banks it in.
And they had a good team meeting the next day after practice. Z Spearman stood up to this Tennessee team and said, we can be mad all we want and how that happened, but this is what it looks like, and it doesn't look good. We have to change.
Here's Barker, step back three. It is good. Tennessee has gotten hot from downtown. Flaugier kicks it out. Williams sees it sail out of bounds, off the deflection. You know what?
Is that because it's spicy?
I don't know that origin story.
Neither do I.
I know the origin story of Anakin Skywalker. I don't know the origin story of mustard. Cooper can't finish, off the deflection. Another chance, and banks it in. Shot clock turned off. 5 seconds left in the quarter. Richard will fire, and big three from Jada Richard to end the first.
The shooters know where those tootsies are if they're close to the line.
Started 0 for 4 or 5 since. Getting those tootsies behind the line. They are 4th in Division I at 31 three-point attempts per game. Here's for Wiley. Wiley coming off the best two-game scoring stretch of her career, and that was an excellent entry pass as Knox lays it in.
Knox did a good job keeping her defender on her back, but you're not kidding. What a post-entry pass.
Here's Spearman nuzzling inside, and then the soft lay. The eye in the sky. Here's Flaugier, can't hit.
Well, you know my telly is temperamental. It sometimes speaks to me, too.
It sounds like you were trying to hedge your telly bets.
I was.
Another block. Flaugier Johnson a factor defensively.
Nice fingertips there.
You know, I just have to, people know we have a great relationship. We're good friends, and you're a wonderful teammate. But you did something today I've never had a teammate have to do for me before. I just want to say thank you.
This was unbelievable.
I was caught in a stairwell today. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Cooper.
Our hotel does have like a speakeasy. So maybe, you know, as the restaurant, so maybe it also has an escape room, and that's actually what you were stuck in.
For Wiley. Connects on a corner three.
Full Wiley has been shooting the three ball well. But you also did not see any LSU players crashing the offensive glass, worried themselves about getting back.
Also had her first career double-double with the 11 rebounds to go with the 22 points. Tennessee has turned it over 7 times now. 5 turnovers for LSU. For Wiley again. Paldo gets denied by Malaysia. Flaugier, the Euro, couldn't scoop it in, but gets the whistle.
End to end, and it starts with her here. Defense goes behind the screen, and she just steps in. She's shooting the ball so confidently the last couple of games, and then the other way, blocking it off the backboard, off the bench, but still has that kind of exciting impact defensively.
Well, guys, I think you could make a great case for her to be the SEC Defensive Player of the Year. Very energetic, and already 3 blocks in this early first half. She has really improved on that end of the floor. And Kim Mulkey said, I challenged her. You're the fastest player on the floor night in and night out. Use that speed for defense. And we're seeing Malaysia add that to her bag this year at LSU.
Well, Holly, she is one of 2 players in Division I averaging 3 steals and 1 block. And the other is Sarah Strong, who...
It's pretty good company.
Yeah, along with Michaela Blakes. That's it. 2 straight threes. A little 6-0 LSU run. For Wiley, zigging, zagging, kicking. Richard, the leaner. She got fouled, hit on the wrist. Richard puts LSU back in front.
This 4-game losing streak is how much they have fouled
their
opponent, and they've done a relatively good job so far here today. LSU with only 5 free throws.
They allowed a smorgasbord of free throws against Oklahoma on Sunday. As Knox finishes through the contact, and a chance for 3. A 10-0 response from LSU.
She's also been impactful when she's come in the game from the bench. Young woman plays with a lot of fire.
LSU is great at, and one of the things she pointed to was the free throw line, where LSU has been leading the nation all season long. Free throws from Oklahoma. Hurst gets fouled.
In that stretch, there's only been 2 teams in the country who have done a worse job in terms of fouling their opponents.
As Hurst misses both, Williams snares the rebound. For Wiley, behind the back, zipping inside, couldn't finish it. Knox, what a rebound. For Wiley, then the board, and gets fouled. Good effort on the offensive glass there from LSU. Holly?
This has been around since the early 1970s. Bob Starkey puts this really bizarre rebound glass over the top of the rim. It's called a rebound bubble. I'm trying to pull it out from under my seat. And as soon as we get to play a dead ball, I'm going to show it to you.
Okay. Yeah, Holly has a alien-looking device at her seat as Paldo can hit that 3. Richard flags it down. Into the paint. Williams waits and lays it in.
That pump fake from Michaela Williams, letting the defense fly by and then one dribble to the side and finish.
A 14-0 LSU run. Tennessee needs a bucket. Can't get it there. Follow is good as Latham lays it in. There it is. Yeah.
You put this on the top of the rim, ball comes off all different angles because of these little bubbles, and you get better rebounding. We tried it out today, and I can attest this has been around since the 1970s, and it is fantastic.
Holly is a better rebounder now today than she was this morning. Hines scoops it in. 2-6 in Tennessee's last 8 SEC games after they got off to a terrific start in the conference. They were 6-0. And while LSU has built an 8-point lead thanks to the big run here in the second, 16-2. Robertson in the paint, able to drop it in. Just the 3rd field goal of the quarter for Tennessee, who has 3 turnovers in the frame as well. For Wiley, will fire. No. And Civil the rebound. Dashing ahead. Gives it up. Paldo, no look to the corner. That 3 is good. And a good response out of the timeout from Tennessee.
And when Tennessee scores, they can then settle in, pick up their full court pressure.
I remember talking with Kim Caldwell earlier in the season. One of the things she was frustrated by is she felt like when her team got down 8, they would wilt. Well, you're seeing the opposite in that response out of the timeout as Williams hits the mid-range. Crawl gets the roll. And a foul. They coming up. It's capped off by Madison Booker in 4th-ranked Texas, hosting number 23 Georgia. All games, like everything else, are available on the ESPN app. Have that double bye. LSU hoping to join them.
It's crazy to think that Vanderbilt was picked to finish 7th in the SEC in the preseason.
As she goes back to have that treated. Civil finds the roller. Good denial from behind, but another chance here. Outstanding effort from Civil. Civil bodies in, gets the foul called against some of the best competition. Connecticut, Texas, Oklahoma. There's a consensus top 20 national recruit. Scored 21 and had 10 rebounds. Play-by-play broadcasters don't cross paths, right? Because we're doing the same role. I got to fly with Tiffany Green, who called that Oklahoma game on Sunday. It was so nice to spend some time with her. What an awesome human being.
You know, I've worked with Tiffany, and she has never gotten locked in a stairwell.
She's got me beat in that regard. Yeah. Richard quickly back out there, has the nose plugged. Flau'jae misses the first free throw. Hits that one. Is just 71% on the season, of course. Missed a couple of big ones. Bodying in. No whistle, no bucket.
Terrific defense by Bella Hines. We saw her in the first quarter draw a charge. She leads the LSU team now with 25 charges drawn on the season. Looked like she could have gotten one there as well.
For Wiley, dancing with the ball. Can't scoop it in. Gets it back and lays it on. First player in double figures is Malaysia for Wiley. As Civil lays it in, plus the foul, and a chance for three. And Civil misses the free throw. Cooper flags down the rebound. Here's Malaysia Cooper. Under 2 minutes to go in this first half. Wolfenbarger gives it up. Cooper's jumper, too much on it. Deflected out. Robertson, another chance. Baldo. And the shot clock reset. It should not. 2 on the shot clock for Tennessee. Cooper gets free and lays it in.
The wrong page defensively for LSU. They spent a lot of time going on the defense out of bounds today.
Coball blows the bunny after a beautiful setup from Wiley. Baldo off to Civil. Baldo kicks it out. Robertson. You bet. Tennessee back in front by 1.
Terrific, patient offensive possession.
Knox sets the screen. Williams through the lane. Dances easily to the cup. Baldo eyes the clock. Gets it off. That'll do it for the first half. Michaela Williams with her 1,500th career point.
Making threes. She was a real bright spot for LSU off the bench.
Let's take a look at our first half stats, brought to you by Vicks. Tennessee a +9 in the rebounding battle, a +10 in second chance points. LSU 9 for 14 off of passes, just 7 for 22 when shooting off the dribble. Knox with the rejection. Robertson too much on it, and Knox catches the carom. Flau'jae Johnson, the dance inside in the South Carolina game, and how Kim tried to empower Flau'jae in the aftermath of that.
Yeah, I asked her if she talked to Flau'jae after that about it, and she said the next day they were watching film, they were watching the things that they did well against South Carolina, watching the things that they did not do well, and giving her credit for that. And then she said she'll be in that position again, and she will make those free throws, and just a tremendous amount of confidence and confidence building from and by Kim Mulkey.
Now, interestingly, tonight she is just 1 for 6 from the line.
Maybe she didn't mean tonight.
Yeah. Mia Baldo will fire and hit from 3. Really played well for Tennessee tonight. 9 points now. Good dish inside, and Knox finishes again.
Here in the second half after playing really well in that first.
Cooper slides in. Can't finish. Knocked out of bounds. And it will be, well, That was a good appeal from Kim Mulkey and LSU. Clearly hits that left hand. Blast of Spearman. So LSU basketball. Remember, you can appeal as many times as you want. You're just bartering a timeout, or if you don't have any timeouts remaining, the possibility of technical free throws. Here's Williams. Little jitter. The fillet won't rim in. Big time rebound from Johnson on the putback. Flaugier knocks it away. One to shoot. Cooper got it on the rim, but nothing more. Williams the rebound. Johnson lays it in again. Michaela Williams on the beautiful dish. Civil spins, got bumped. We'll go to the line to shoot 2-0 and a little backflip. Zakiya Johnson leads Division I freshman in second chance.
She was asked about her rebounding, and she said, "Coach says I have a quick leap." And she definitely has a quick leap. There's another one.
But there are those players who are just springy, right? They get off the floor quickly. Richard, who's playing with 3 fouls. Behind the screen of Knox. Richard has it knocked away by Prawl. Nia Robertson back in for Tennessee. Prawl, Mia Paldo, Tania Barker, and Latham the others for Tennessee, as again Zakiya Johnson finds some space around the rim.
My least was full. They kind of inbounded that to no one. And then Johnson was able to go grab it.
Paldo missed that one badly. Another rebound for Knox. Her 6th of the night. Williams, the pull-up, so smooth. Tennessee has responded well in this game when they have fallen behind. A 10-1 LSU run. Robertson able to wiggle into a whistle. Gonzaga will be going to the Pac-12. Robertson hits the first. Kim Caldwell telling us before the game she has liked the way Nia Robertson has been playing of late. She had 18 on Sunday at Oklahoma. And then a foul on the inbound as Fulwiley and Paldo get caught up.
It's not upgraded to a flagrant foul. Ball will be LSU's ball on the backcourt. 30 seconds on the shot clock.
All right, D. So this was initially called a common foul on Paldo, and they just went to see if it should be upgraded.
Absolutely. They want to see if there was any kind of a grab of the leg or anything like that. They weren't sure if anything like that ensued after the personal foul. So they did not see anything like that. I agree with it. No upgrade.
Williams buries the jumper. Thank you, Deacon. March and April in Phoenix. Civil connects on a 3.
Really
think about Tennessee.
Penetrating kick.
And they can make up a deficit in a hurry because of those 3. For Wiley, no one picked her up. She just scoots right to the rim. They don't have a single 5-player unit that has played 60 minutes together this season. Civil lays it in. The SEC tournament coming next week in Greenville, South Carolina, as Williams getting some minutes here for Tennessee. Here is Boyd. Try and drive it, just lost it. For Wiley, off the steal. For Wiley, the reverse. In the corner, Spearman rims out. Largest lead of the night for LSU. Flaugier, you bet! And a great reaction from the crowd as she was honored here in arena. Here's Barker. Taken away by Flaugier. Johnson flicks it ahead. Williams, Euros, can't finish, follows it up, lays it in. Here's Robertson, pull-up three, high, arcing, and in. Confident stroke from Nia Robertson. And then the steal on the inbound. Probe able to bury it. Here is Flaugier. Will fire. No. Latham the long rebound. Tennessee trying to build a response. Paldo has her pocket picked by Flaugier. Under a minute to go in the third. Johnson, the scoop finish. Barker gives it up. Latham lays it in. They have cracked the century mark 13 times this season. The Division I record is 15. 4 seconds. Williams threw a dart off of Barker out of bounds. 3.3 to go. Flaugier Johnson getting tangled up a little bit. Here's full Wiley. Lobbing it in. Knox got fouled by Cooper. Grace Knox hits the first. And the second, 2.6 to go in the third. Spearman gets it in. Cooper will fling it down the floor. Flaugier gets a hand on it. And LSU an 11-point lead after three.
An explosive third quarter for LSU.
Tennessee's last road win against an AP Top 10, January of 2018. LSU can clinch an SEC tournament double bye with the win. We mentioned this nugget earlier, but worth repeating. That's significant because when you look at how many teams have ever won 4 more games to win the SEC tournament, it's only 3 all time. Auburn in 97, Vandy in 04, and Kentucky in 22. Robertson around and off. Michaela Williams, wow. The football heave for Wiley gets fouled. Michaela Williams has had some very impressive passes here tonight. For Wiley, 15 points. Misses that free throw. Civil dishes out. Cooper flips it up and gets the roll.
This is a lineup that has not played a lot of minutes together. I think they played 10 minutes together in their last game. Coming into this one, only 13 minutes together.
Michaela Williams, 3 months later, I'm still wondering about it. Here's Paldo. Bounces out. Barker can't hit. And it tilts out of bounds over the backboard.
Go for 50-50 balls, rebound, bad body language, technical fouls. If you get one, you're coming out of the game and you might not come back in all season. They are doing that right now, even though they've got a big lead for LSU. Tennessee going for the 50-50 ball, showing some effort, getting on the floor. I like that this team's responding how Coach Caldwell has asked them to.
No doubt, Holly. For Wiley ahead of the field will lay it in. 18 for Mylasia for Wiley. Michaela Williams has 5 assists, 9 rebounds, and 18 points. Robertson dishes out. Shot clock is at 7. Crawl, bodies in, fades away, can't finish. Latham the O board. Mia Paldo behind the back. Richard takes it away. Here's for Wiley leaking out. Takaya Johnson lays it in. Timeout. If Jimmy Platt wanted to, our outstanding director, he could just do a 2-box all game with the Kim Cam. She's that entertaining. Thrown away, Richard flags it down. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, see? Right away, right on cue. Thanks for delivering, Kim, for those who read lips. There's not much sitting from Kim Mulkey in game. Oh, yeah, lean back. How about the putback, Kim? Yeah, all right. A little upset with the first attempt. Civil dishes out. Robertson able to flip it in. And Kim Mulkey calling for Flau'jae Johnson to get to the scorer's table. Michaela Williams, how good has she been tonight? 20 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists for Michaela Williams. Civil turns the corner, gets fouled. The effort tonight from Tennessee. Kim Caldwell was talking about how pleased she was with the style. That was a fun game to coach. And even though LSU is pulled away here late third and into the fourth, there's still 4+ minutes left, but I would imagine Kim Caldwell's going to come away with similar feelings about the effort in this game from Tennessee.
Certainly. She said our team was fun to coach. We made some basketball errors, but we played hard and played together. As you see, another 3 from Cooper.
Shot clock at 5. Williams fires. Back iron and off. Although the rebound. Leopoldo shovels. Civil connects on a 3, and just like that, Williams has it deflected. Flau'jae in the corner, just 3 to shoot. Flau'jae has to hoist, and a foul is called. Oh, what a costly foul. Flau'jae, last 4 games, 10 for 22 from the free throw line, but just 2 of 8 from the line. And she's not a great free throw shooter, right? 71%, 3 of 9 tonight from the line.
Yeah, and if there's any yips, she does have some time to get rid of them because she has a beautiful looking stroke from the free throw line.
Flau'jae checking out. Will it be for the final time on this floor? For Wiley. Bounces to Knox. Knox can't finish it. Gets it back and puts it in. Civil fending off. Couldn't finish. 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining. Richard content to run some clock. Shot clock at 5. Richard puts it up and in. It is all cosmetic at this point. A 16-point LSU lead. And the crowd, as we check in with Holly Rowe.
Listen to the ovation. This is for Izzy Besselman, the walk-on from Baton Rouge. Coming into the game as a senior, she has been here for 4 years. You see the tears already starting for her, and maybe me. She has not been able to play because of a very unique heart condition. But she said today, I want little girls here in Baton Rouge to know that they can grow up and achieve their dreams, even though her career didn't go how she wanted after being diagnosed with this heart condition that has not allowed her to play in games like she would want. She still feels like she's carried herself well, and she is showing what you can do if you dream big.
Beautiful, beautiful story, Holly. So powerful. And Izzy last played in March of 24, but getting on the floor here on senior day. Great job by Kim Mulkey to get her into this game.
Incredible story. Pass her the basketball.
Get her a shot. And Besselman will check out as she gets an outstanding ovation from the crowd here. And big hugs from her teammates. You know, Rebecca, there are always those people on a team who, to the outside world and for everyone just watching minutes and box scores, you don't know their contributions, but for everyone in uniform who's a part of the group on a daily basis, they know how much those players can mean, and Izzy is one of those players for this LSU team.
It can be in what you do in practice on the court. It can be anything that you do as a group off of the floor in terms of the key team chemistry.
LSU will dribble this out. Crowd will rise to its feet. The double bye in Greenville next weekend has been officially clinched by LSU. A top 4 seed and a double bye in the SEC tournament for the Tigers.